We have a competition that we do every year, and the competition is our Lives in Me. And what we do, we give out a free African Ancestry DNA test to our lovely Bostonians. And this year's winner was Stacy. Stacy, she lives in Hyde Park, not too far away from me. We don't say Hyde Park, we say Hyde Park over here, right? And so she won it on Umoja, because Umoja means unity. It was the first day of Kwanzaa, so we had it, the event, and she won. And so we're gonna reveal her, where she comes from. She's not with us today, but we'll catch up with her later. And this is where the Lives in Me comes about. So when I started my organization, I started it because I wanted to bring my African American side and my African side together. So this was the first project before Afrimerican Academy, before anything. The first program was the Lives in Me Challenge. So this is our 4th edition. It is my most precious of program, because it's without this this is how it started. So we give one every year. We have first. There's a lot of history behind it. I don't want to go into all of it, but yeah, every one of these young ladies, we have first of all Justina. Then we have Michelle, Shireen, Jessica, and now Stacy, and they form a little family. I also connect them with people from their tribe. I look for it. Sometimes it's not so easy, but people from their tribe in Africa, to give them actual, because we know how it is. Like you said, there's a way we do things, and the way we do things is oral tradition, hanging out, talking, face to face, not in a book. So I figured that, and I've had one major success. She's not with us now, but our first 2 winners were from the same place, Bamileke in Cameroon. And I can just tell you that when they met a lady from Cameroon, then they went home and had dinner with their mother that just came from Boston, all the way from Cameroon. Just magically, everything came together. I'm telling you that the success stories and the pride that they got and the growth that they've had both since, and I'm talking about multi-layered growth, like in relationships, everything. And it's not like me saying it, they will attribute to them, say it. So I just want to, we're giving our next one out in Juneteenth. If you go to our link tree, we have another application. So if you're interested, we're opening up to everybody. So this will be our first one that will now be for everyone that signs up. So we definitely want it to be something that is strong in colleges and young people, because we're academy and we primarily serve young people. So please, we look at you guys to be ambassadors to kind of share the message. So before we get find out exactly where it's from, this is a video from when she actually won, right? So we're gonna do one last circle series question, just to get your mind thinking on this level. Like, what would it be to actually know where you come from in Africa? Like, what amazing thing would that be? You can be like my mom and marry a Nigerian and go live there for 40 years, but you could find out a little bit before, All right, so let's see what Stacey had to say when she won.
Listening to you tonight just reaffirms how many gaps in my family history there are, and over the years I've tried to get answers, and they have been very conflicting, I guess is the best way to describe it. This is something that I've been wanting to do because it's more than just about me. It's about my daughters now and their legacy, and wanting them to know who they are and where they come from, and giving them that sense of belonging and pride. And as they are embarking on, teenage years and moving into young adulthood, it's very crucial for them to have that firm foundation. Our faith is very important to us, and knowing where we come from is a part of that. So thank you so much.
said faith is a part of, I don't even know how to say it. She said faith is is important to them, and knowing where they come from is a part of that. That is, I don't know how better to say that. So I guess you guys can go ahead. So the idea is that I just wanted to get everybody to kind of look at the questions. What significance would learning about your African heritage mean to you? And well, because I know that some of us are already African and know what the reverse would be. What would supporting an African diaspora person this way, letting them know about Africa and letting them.
I guess I can go first. So I actually kind of already do that. I have two African best friends. One is Nigerian and her mother is Igbo and her father is Yoruba. And so from me being over her house all the time, and I've known her since middle school, so I've immersed myself into the African culture, and I just fell in love with the Nigerian culture. And I also have another best friend who is her parents are from Ghana, and I try to immerse myself into that culture as well, because me learning about where I descend from and who lives in me, as you all are speaking about, it would mean so much. It would explain down to, for me, why my face is the way it is, right? Why my nose does the certain, why it does a certain hump, why it has a certain hump in it, or, even why my cheekbones rise when I smile, down to why I think the way I think, why I have a compassion for others the way that I do. So for me, it would explain who I am as a whole. And I see that when I'm over my best friend's house. I see a sense of pride in the fact that they understand and they have connections to their lineage in that way. And it's a beautiful pride to have. My best friend Elizabeth, she tells me, when we go back home, you have to come home with us. And to know that she has a home, a place to call home, and that place, for me, I don't necessarily have that connection. It just makes me kind of want to, I'm sitting here like, Dad, can y'all give me an ancestry? because I literally have been thinking about this really heavy. So it's amazing that you all have brought this up, because seeing my two friends and their culture and how immersed they are in it, I'm telling you, I can't wait for them to get married, because I'm going to have a great time.
I love that, KJ.
That was amazing. Some jollof rice. You want to eat some jollof
Please,
rice?
please. Oh
and
my God.
It gets the soup.
I knew that's what was up.
You just made my night. Thank you.
Anyone else can go?
I can go. I feel very similar to KJ. I had the opportunity to spend a couple weeks in Accra, and that was like life-changing for me. Like, I felt like I was home. And I think just having that experience made me realize just how much I long to know our history beyond slavery. I'm like, I know it's not where it started. And so wanting to know more about my people, my family, and yeah, I like all the things AJ said, like, because even being there, like the food, like the people, like the music, the dancing, it was just everything. And then even going to like Elmina Castle and seeing like the door return, and so it's like all of that, like making those connections. And it's like, did my ancestors walk through here? Like, is this, I feel like there's a lot of unanswered questions, and I think having that opportunity to connect with my lineage, which is, I don't know, man. Like, I'm one of those people who loves history anyway. So I'm like, again, I just feel like it would just answer so many questions, and it would just make so much sense. Like my cheekbones, like you said, like my face, like all of the things, like it would just put all the pieces together. And again, I think it would take my sense of pride to the next level. Like, I'm already prideful as a Black person, but if I know my tribe and language and all that, like, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. I love it.
All of the things that were said before me. I am not privy to exactly what my African heritage is, but I would love that, because even knowing just my Caribbean heritage as it stands, it's everything about me. You walk into my apartment, that's what you see first. Like, the biggest flag I can find is gonna always be on the wall. No debate. But also, my dad named me, and my middle name is Makita. And I'm not sure how that may connect, or if him choosing that name has anything to do with our connection to African heritage. But that's a part of me, and I would love to learn more.